so nervous, y'all. Please bear with me. I've never performed in front of this many people, I promise. I'll loosen up as the night goes on. I'm always a big hit in Boaz. What can I say? I left these 2 chairs for my wife and my mom to come tonight.
Aww.
Yeah. When I was leaving the house, I said, please come, honey. She goes, you know you can't make me come, so why don't you drop it?
Neither can he.
Yeah, listen. We've been together 25 years, my wife. Anybody beat that in here? I didn't think so.
Hell no.
25 years I've been with this old lady. And I'm not an easy person to live with, for sure, but when you've been with somebody that long, dude, the way they hold a glass of water makes you want to strangle them to death. I mean, when she baby talks our dogs, I just want to be like, shut up. I used to think it was so cute. You can't take them to the doctor with you, man. You cannot take somebody you've been with that long to the doctor because they ask you personal stuff, you know? And we lie. They ask you if you drink much. We always say no. We're all holding a drink as we speak right now. And I don't know why we lie, because they're looking at your blood work. They got you dead to rights. They know what you're doing. I said, no, I don't. My wife said, shit. I said, make her go sit in the lobby. It's not fair for her to be out here, you know? He said, are you allergic to anything? She said, he's allergic to loading that dishwasher. But guys, I've got news for you, and I got news for that doctor, and I told him, I go, I've got a 15-year-old son, so I've at least put 1 load in that dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'll get you slapped in the old doctor's office. Are y'all excited about July 4th?
Yeah!
Who's the big maniac in here that buys a bunch of fireworks? Nobody. Man, we always had one. My uncle and my family always spent like $1,000 and had to big dick everybody. Dude, I love this time of year because fireworks stands will like burn down. Those are the most exciting things to see happen. It's about the only time somebody's business goes up in flames. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna sit back and watch this. You know? I wonder if the firemen, even when they show up, that they get there real fast and they're like, take their time because they're watching the fireworks. What can you do? You know? The thing about fireworks stands, yeah, I've got bits about fireworks stands, is that they always have like crazy names. What's the ones around here? What are they called?
Crazy Bills. Crazy
Bills, yeah. They're always like, they're never like safety conscious Johnny's fireworks. You know? 3-fingered Willies. It's the kind of shit that they have around here. Oh my God, so stupid. I saw a Boaz cop with a smart car pulling in here. Y'all's cops are kind of bored, I guess. I felt so bad. I was like, let that guy go. I wonder what he went up to him and said, listen, son, I know it's Pride Month. You can't be driving these fucking cars. Do you know how fast you were trying to go? Now get out of here. The last show I was at, the biggest redneck guy you've ever seen with a full beard raised his hand. He's like, I drive a smart car. What are you going to say about it? And that's where that joke ended, guys, because I'm not about to get my ass beat by somebody who's going to hop off, speed away in a smart car. I pulled over to pick up a hitchhiker last week, and I don't know about y'all, but my mom and dad told me growing up, don't ever pick up a hitchhiker. They'll kill you. And then I saw that movie Monster with those 2 women that went around killing everybody, and I was like, fuck that. But every room I do comedy in, somebody raises their hand that's picked up a hitchhiker before. Has any of y'all? Never? You like, see? How did it go? I was only raped once. It was I live to tell about it. You know, I am here. Yeah, I mean, the more I talk to people, I was like, well, I'm gonna try it once. And the guy, it was raining. I pulled over. I was like, hey, buddy, where you headed? He was like, Birmingham. I was like, that's where I'm going. I said, I'll tell him you're coming, and I rolled up the window and I kept going. I cannot take chances like that, man. Parents scare the shit out of you when you're drunk. My mom had me convinced I could die of quicksand. You know, when I was a kid, you'd see it on cartoons. I was like, man, I know one thing. My ass needs to stay away from quicksand. My mom spanked me when I was young. Anybody else ever get spankings in there?
I got my ass whipped.
Every 6 weeks, man, when that report card came, my mom would be like, come on. She'd be waving that back. Come over and get it. Which is crazy because my mom smoked while she was pregnant with me and gave me ADHD. And then spanked me for bad grades. And then she wouldn't, you know what else she did? Since she's not here, she ain't gonna show up, I'll talk about her, you know?
Let's do it.
She would, when I wouldn't eat my vegetables, I wouldn't want to eat them. She'd be like, well, there's starving kids in Africa that would love that right now. And I'd be like, well, you can mail it to them. I don't want it. That belt, dude, she would tear my ass up. You hear me? And then that commercial would come on in the 80s. Y'all remember the commercial where you could sponsor a kid for 50 cents a day? My parents just sit there motionless. I was like, y'all all of a sudden don't give a shit about the African kids with flies swarming on their face. Anyway. My mom did the best she could raising me. Listen, she was raised by my grandfather, who honestly was kind of, he was like misogynistic towards women, really bad, and a little bit racist. Anybody have a racist grandpa in here? Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like there's a room full of these grandpas right now. No, but my grandfather was like, he would say wild shit in public and nobody wanted to hang out with him, especially like at family events. They're like, leave Grandpa alone. We were supposed to go on vacation with him and he had a stroke. And I was like, man, now he's a real candidate to say some wild shit. We were flying on a plane. Listen to this. We're flying on vacation. I sleep on planes. I don't know about y'all, but I sleep on planes. As soon as we touched down, man, everybody in that cabin started going berserk clapping. And it woke me up. And I looked at my grandfather. He's deaf as shit. He talks real loud, you know. And I was like, why is everybody clapping? He said, son, we got a female pilot. That's why everybody's clapping. And I was like, God dang, Grandpa, you can't say that kind of stuff. He's like, David, she's been with Delta 30 years. It's her final flight. And I was like, oh my God. He didn't say that part loud enough for people to hear, you know. He's like, she's going back in the kitchen where she belongs, David. I was like, Papa, why do you say stuff like that? He goes, well, if you wouldn't have slept the damn flight away, she said it over the PA. She said that she's always wanted to be a chef, and now she can, that she's retiring. And I was like, Lord, man, can we get somewhere out of the public eye? He goes, I don't even think women should be allowed to work. I was like, Papa. He goes, I think men should provide for them. And I was like, oh my God. Gave me a heart attack. What I'm getting at, my grandfather had a woke stroke. You ever heard of that? He came out of that stroke all woke. But he was like, he was still a little bit racist. He still called black people colored people, and that bothered the shit. I was like, you can't call them that in 2026. And he had a second stroke, and I was like, oh, Lord. The family got together, I was like, you know what? Maybe this will cure his racism, this second stroke. Because have you heard of people like having an accent when they get out, speaking a different language when they get out of a coma? And it did cure it, because he couldn't talk after that second stroke. Hard to be racist when you're dead. Yeah, he died, actually. And that's how you cure it in old people. You don't try and change old men, man. You can't change them. That's pretty bad.
Damn.
I did, like I said, I got diagnosed with ADHD last week from my kidney doctor, which felt offensive, you know. That's like pulling up to your dentist and they're being like, you got erectile dysfunction, Dave. Like, that's not fair. I saw a sign yesterday, guys. I'm just rolling through the hits. I saw a sign yesterday that said, are you tired of jerking off alone? Man, that's a sign that you're getting old, because I had no idea these kids were jerking off together these days. When I was growing up, it was an alone activity, always. When somebody entered the room, it became something else. That's why they call it getting busted, jerking off. It's a felony. Hell, it's a misdemeanor. At the bare minimum, it's a David, you no longer work here. Pack your stuff up and get your greasy hands out of here. Oh my God. Y'all are great. I saw a walkathon for PTSD awareness yesterday. I was like, man, everybody knows what PTSD is, right? Everybody in here knows what PTSD is?
Hell yeah.
I doubt if you don't, you're going to get caught up to speed by watching a bunch of fuckers walk, you know? I'm going to do something for PTSD awareness. I'm going to have an unannounced fireworks show in the Walmart parking lot at 8 p.m. See these grown men in a fetal position kids? That's PTSD, all right? We got to take care of them. All right, guys, that's my time. I'm David Lynham. Are y'all ready for a great comedy show? Man, you're not going to believe this. We stumbled in.